He knows how to penetrate people. Can you say that? Can we say that on here
You
again?
just did.
Oh,
I call that self-police brutality.
Tech lives matter.
Exactly.
Start with, the very beginning of this series, where, like, how this all got started, because I can imagine this was quite the idea that you had, Jonathan. I mean, when you were brainstorming the original idea, how did the story evolve over time? Were there things that really changed? Were there things that stayed consistent throughout the entire process?
Well, I wanted to do something that wasn't taking place in a tech office. If I was going to take on tech, and by taking on, I don't mean I'm taking on like rabble rouser. Those guys are much more power. I'm not. Never.
stop. Go.
Okay.
Why
It's
do
only
you do
6
this?
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted there to be I wanted there to be multiple storylines going on to kind of create a small town, almost a bubble, which is really kind of what Silicon Valley is. It's a couple of small towns, and everybody sort of knows each other by reputation, or if not, going to school with each other's kids, and having a therapist that sees multiple people from this community, and getting into that family as well. I didn't want it to just live in a tech office space, and part of that was just the desire to humanize the people who are creating some of the tech that are dehumanizing us, and to remind them and all of us that we have a choice in terms of, do we want to continue to be dehumanized by our devices, and by getting tracked and turned into algorithms, and our personal data being used in that way, which you'll get to as the episodes go on. But that's what his Billy's character does. He is a private data merchant.
I love that the show, what you've done is uh, you provided access to the fragility and humanity of these untouchable people, and you made them real, and how they interact with the world and society around them, not in the office. It's really a beautiful thing you've created.
Thank you.
And I
Sam
do want to
Gross.
follow up on that, because talking to the other cast members today, the word evil has been thrown around a lot.
Oh, has it?
Yes,
Interesting.
it has.
Have we said the word evil?
No,
I don't
I
think it
don't, I
came
don't
up
believe in the
once.
word.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is there anybody that's close to it? Because obviously you're trying to humanize these characters.
No, I don't believe there is. I'll
No.
answer that straight up. No, I don't think that anyone is evil. I think that they're all completely understandable.
Okay, what about the tech then? Would you say the
The
tech?
tech itself,
Mhm.
the tech itself, I think, can be ascribed in unintentional evilness. Yeah, I think that what I've said is that the origins of tech, if you go back maybe Silicon Valley 20 years ago, I think that their whole mantra of, we're going to help everyone communicate and we're going to help change the world for the better, I think that they meant it, and I think that it was somewhat sincere. I think that perhaps we were all looking a little bit skeptically at it, and shows like Silicon Valley definitely poked fun at, we're going to change the world, in a way that was very, very effective. But I think that what happened is they realized, oh, we actually made tolerance worse. We made communication worse. We are fraying the fabric of society by dividing it, but we're making so much money doing it. And doing it the other way doesn't really work as well. It seems as if everybody, when you give them these tools, social media and all the tech tools, they seem to gravitate towards division and divisiveness. To me, I remember as a kid, sorry, this is going to be a tangent. Maybe we should give you another 2 minutes, because we were going all over the place. But I remember as a kid, like, seeing my dad flip off another car when he got cut off. And like, it's like, you would never do that on a sidewalk. You would never do that in a living room. You'd never do that. Why is this little bubble that is your car an okay place to say, "Fuck you, man," and no place else? The
Yeah.
internet came along and basically said, here's another place you can do that.
Yeah, Jesus. Well, that's a great tangent. I love it, that tangent. That was great.
But I don't think it's evil. I think it's human. I think it unfortunately it awakens it brings out the rash in us.
Yeah.
And so yes, do I think that Rash is evil? Sure, I guess so. I don't really believe in the
But I
word.
don't. These people are not evil.
No,
No.
I do not believe these people are evil. I think they're people.
Lost.
And speaking of the people, I want to talk about Duncan because I think the most interesting about him is that he always seems to try to find the deeper meaning in things. And sometimes there just isn't a deeper meaning in my mind. I think he's just like trying to be a very philosophical guy and trying to understand himself. How do you approach such a character like that?
I do love that. I feel like he tries to speak above his level all the time. I love that about him. Or he tries his stature. Again, Jonathan created this amazing situation with Duncan is that there's the tech titans in the universe and then Duncan's under it and he's just never enough for it. And that's his goal is that struggle to get to the top. I feel he came to the valley with hope. He really actually had a message. He wanted to build a community. He wanted to do something that was the original genesis of Silicon Valley. It's this thing that's going to connect people. But then for some reason, the culture of it slowly became toxic, greedy, rich, and it's infiltrated him as a person. So I think he's still operating from that young, innocent kind of place, but it's just filtered through being distracted and lost so many times that he like goes down this path because he's like, that's what I'm supposed to do. But then he remembers his humanity in a second to then lose it again. And playing that back and forth, I think is really fun as a character.
Yeah, I think that's incredibly well said. He's such a fun character.
Wow, thanks. Hey, boy.
You already sound so much smarter than Duncan. Look at
Duncan's got a raw intelligence.
Yeah.
I will defend Duncan's intelligence. I think he's a very good salesman.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's not that he knows people, he knows how to penetrate people. Can you say that? Can we say that on here?
You just did.
Oh,
you said it. It's out there.
He's in a very sensitive place right now.
I'm rich.